Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to dive deep into my mindset, my feelings, my emotions, my goals, all based on a word or words. Okay, last year it was, time out. 2025, I'm talking as if I'm in 2026 already. In 2025, we chose a word. In 2026, we're choosing words. And with these words, we're going to have action, right? And we're going to trust in the process. We will be resilient. We will persist. We will talk about consistency, determination, perseverance. We're going to pivot. We're going to balance ourselves. We're going to have endurance. We're going to show grace. Accountability, right? And freedom and structure. These are all words that the village put together or chose, and we put it together as a word balloon. Thank you to Andra, this traveling and savings chief. This year we're going deeper. We're diving right in. Okay. There will be a word search this year with our words, so please stay tuned for that. Thanks to a village. All right. So Sunday night on my live, we talked about what does our words look like for 2026. Now, I apologize if you can hear Miss Bella. She's literally under this desk, chomping on a bone. I have clarity going in my diffuser. Why? Because I need clarity in my life, but we're going to get into that. So on the live, we were talking about words for 2026. This was gifted to all channel members. I do have memberships on my YouTube channel. So this was gifted Sunday night. This will be available on my .com. So, what are we discussing? What your word for 2026 will be. What word do you feel? What word do you need? What word do you want? What word do you fear? What word will challenge you? And what word do you choose for your family? What word brings you joy? And what word no longer serves you? What brings you faith? What word brings you faith? Then there's a note section, right? But I also want you to include what word did you choose for 2025? I then created a note page. You'll get to that in a second. I worked hard on every single one of these words. It took me since Sunday, and today's Thursday, to look at the word, reflect on the word, dive deeper into the word. And then all of a sudden, I started writing things out. And for me, the connection between my words were like in my face. They were like, it was a message. And if there's one thing I want for you, I want you to feel what I felt when I found my words. All right. I'm gonna go into them one at a time, and I want to declare my words so that I am keeping myself accountable. Right? My word for 2026 will be balance. I would love to find balance in my life. Balance. What word do I feel? I feel purposeful. I really do. What word do I need? I so need this. I do. What word do I want? I want progress. What word do you fear? Uncertainty. We're going to dive deeper into each one. Stand by. What word challenges you? Prosperity. What word do you choose for your faith? Indispensable. Oh, I'm sorry. What word do you choose for your family? Excuse me. I'm reading that. I'm like, that's not the word I chose for my family. I chose indispensable. What word brings you joy? Peace. Peace. What word no longer serves you? For me, it's the word fine. Fine. And you'll figure that out in a sec, right? What word brings you faith? Aspire. Then I'm going to come down here to my notes, and it says, see attached sheets. And then my word for 2025 was accountable. Yep. And I am going to bring that word into 2026, but not only 2026. Accountable is something that is accountability, right? Keeping myself accountable, keeping you accountable, teaching accountability, living accountable. Oh my gosh, living the life of being accountable. I learned that word this year beyond any other word. I now, since I've used it so much in 2025, I think I'm going to continue using it because I really fell in love with that word. I think that by keeping myself accountable raises the bar. And we talk about raising the bar all the time on the lives. I know I could be polished up. There's spots on me that need to be polished. And how do I do that? By raising the bar. Taking a spot in my life that can be better, that can make me a better person. So accountability is staying with me. Okay, this is where that note sheet comes in. You know what? Let me print that. So this is what it looks like. This was gifted to the members. Both of them will be on my.com if you choose to want them. I will link that down below. This is something that on the Village Lives on Sunday nights, every last Sunday of the month, we are going to reflect on our word and see if there is a part of our life that we need to bring in another word or change our word, because situations change. So this is not a one and done printable. We're going to use this throughout the year. So when I chose my words, I literally dove deep into each word and wanted to know more information about them and how I can implement them in my journey. Okay. I have the wrong page in front of me. Obviously, I needed to print the note page out twice because I did write a lot of notes. Okay. Balance. Ooh. Balance. I am looking for alignment between John, the boys, family, Bella, hobbies, responsibilities, YouTube, and what Donna wants and needs. That's my life in a nutshell, right? I would like to reduce stress, feel in control, be happy. I need to get better at time management, learn to prioritize what really matters, and let go of what does not. I want to practice mindfulness and gratitude. I will have balance in my life. Setting that goal right now. Purposeful. What legacy do I want to leave on this world? I want to be intentional. I want to keep learning. I want to get rid of the noise and hear the signal still. That was a major player in my 2025. Get rid of the noise and hear the signal. Visualize what I want in life. I'm going to visualize it. What are my core values, my goals, and my passions? Because I need to be purposeful in all of this. I want to focus on growth, not just on the result. Now, this is not YouTube related. This is not what I mean by, of course I want to grow on YouTube. Of course I do. But, like I said, raising that bar, polishing myself up, becoming a better version every day of myself. Focus on being purposeful. Then I move on to clarity. Clarity. I want a clear sense of direction. Ooh, I need this in my life. Clear sense. That comes into play with focus, obviously. I want a purpose. So here we come in with clarity and being purposeful. Who am I? Who do I want to be? And how do I stay authentic? Because when you watch my channel, there's nothing fake about me. There is nothing that I am hiding. There is nothing that I am untruthful about. And there is no fabrication whatsoever. I am the real deal. Why? Because when I tell a story, my version of a story, I literally try to be 99.9% accurate in that storytelling. Why? Because I hate fabrication. I hate when you fib or you embellish. I want the truth. I want the signal. I don't want the noise. What are my goals and what path will get me there? That's what I want to focus on, right? With clarity. What is my goals? And how will this path direct me to that? So in order to be there, to do that, I need to be clear. Clear. I need a clear focus. Okay. Progress. So progress is what I want. Sorry, I'm still coughing. Progress. I want clarity on my goals, a solid plan, and I want to be committed. I will keep my positive mindset and I will become more disciplined. I will learn how to eliminate distractions. Oof. I love this. Now, you're probably saying, why do I need to write this down? Why do I need printables? Why? Because you could say it, think it, and then put it aside and not recall it. But if you put it to pen to paper and we keep it in that Donna binder, we've got it. And by writing it down, it's going to keep us accountable. So uncertainty. was, what do I fear? Ooh, I dove deep into this one. I need to let go of potential negative outcomes. Negativity is like that creepy fog that is always around me. Now, it's not mine. It's so not mine. And some of you might relate to what I'm saying. I just literally, within the last 10 minutes, had an amazing moment with my husband, John. I asked him if, and I started with, I'm not bashing you. I was like, can I just fix you in 2026? And he starts laughing. He goes, I'm not broken. And I said, no, please hear me. Your negativity is so bad. I would love for you to change your mindset and become unnegative, because I believe that if you would just be open-minded to this, greater things will happen for you. Now, he said yes. He says, okay. I literally melted. I melted. I am praying on, and I ask God all the time, give me the words. Give me what you need me to do. Every day I wake up and I say that. And with this video, I literally asked him for my word, like, give me what I need to say, because you're going to see at the end, I needed his guidance. So now I need to be purposeful and find a clear plan to help him progress and get rid of the negative in his life, which then overflows into my life. It's amazing, and I'm going to give you an example, and this is how I perceive negative. My father-in-law had to have testing, and he went for the testing yesterday. And I guess they were testing for bladder cancer. Now, I am getting this always secondhand through John, and John is not always clear on his retelling of a story. And so my father-in-law went for this test yesterday, and they were going to go in and do some scraping. Now, I am telling you what I know. They found a tumor, took it out, now are testing it, right? Is it cancerous or is it non-cancerous? So when John is telling me the story, I go, in my head, it's non-cancerous. It's not cancer. No cancer, no cancer, no cancer. That's what I say. And I said, I'm going to pray on that. John says, well, we'll see if it comes back cancer or non-cancer. That is where I need my husband to say, you're right, Don, it's not going to be cancerous. That's where I need him to let go of the negative and be the positive. Get rid of that noise, hear that signal. State it. Like that's what we were when we were reading The Secret. So my father-in-law sounds great. He's so excited that the test is over. He was so scared about this test. And in my head, it was just a tumor that was blocking whatever it was for my father-in-law to flow. So what to say? So get rid of the negative. I need to let go of control and the unknown. The what if. See, my profession, I'm a retired New York City police officer. I always had to have the what if play in my head. I role played with my partner in the car saying, well, what if this happened? What would your reaction be? And where do I have to come in? Like, we did that all the time. So that what if is literally embedded in my mindset, my brain. It's not a bad thing, but it overpowers sometimes where I am so contingent that I forget to let go. But on the positive side of all this, I would prevail. Like the role play, the contingency plan to be 10 steps ahead. So I'm not going to get rid of that. I just have to find a way to separate the really bad from the good. I'm hoping that what I'm saying comes through. Okay. Page 2. Okay. Page 2. Prosperity. Woo! Ha! So we're changing the word this year coming up, right? Or that we changed it this year going into next year. We are getting rid of the word debt, right? Getting rid of that. And we're changing that word to prosperity. Debt holds you down. Prosperity gives you more, right? So debt's gone. Use those words with me. If you have a channel, change that. Change that mindset. Bring the goodness to you, right? And then abundance is taking the place of emergency. We don't ever want to have an emergency. We just want to have abundance, right? Okay. So I'm choosing the word prosperity to challenge myself. I embrace you as a challenge. How will you challenge me? My mindset, my habits, my success, my financial clarity, my personal growth, abundance, my well-being, and my wealth. I want prosperity to challenge me in every single one of those ways. I'm not kidding you when I tell you I dove deep into these words. I will manifest my desires, overcome anything that stands in my way. I will. I'm going to run you over. I will find more joy in my life. And I think I'm a joyous person, joyful person. And I will be more purposeful. Do you see how all of my words are looping together? Prosperity will be, I am committed. Prosperity will be. It will be in my life, and I am committed to that. Oof. I feel it. I take a deep breath, and I close my eyes, and I feel it running through my body. My word from my family is indispensable. This is the word from my family. They are essential in my life. They are a vital need and necessity. I believe that they are the foundation of who I am and who I want to be. They are important to me, and I would be lost without them. I love them. Why are they indispensable? Because it takes a village. That is why I call you my village. Because I know that here in life, watching children, helping out with businesses, helping out with reaching goals, for any one of us, we all need help. And yesterday, Vinny comes up and I go, what are you doing up here? He goes, Dad needs my help. TJ, Dad, I need you. Ma, can you do this for me? It takes a village. They are indispensable for me. And I love that word. I love it. Oof. Okay. What word brings you joy? Oh, peace. Peace definitely brings me joy. I am a peaceful person. I do not enjoy conflict. I don't want it. I despise it. I want everyone to just be peaceful. The word peace brings me so much joy because I need tranquility. When I close my eyes, I want that babbling brook. I want that, I don't want that chaos. I want that peace. I want there to be peace and harmony and freedom from disturbances. Again, I want to get rid of that noise. And I want just the signal. Oh. It brings me happiness and contentment. I value calmness. No noise, no stress, no conflict, and no chaos. There's no place in my life for that. Just the peace. Doing these words were so exuberant. Next word. Fine. 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 You know, fine now takes on a whole definition of, yeah, whatever. Can't stand that word. Don't like it one bit. Irks me to my core. The word fine is a word that no longer serves me. People use it to hide what needs to be said. That's a one word, in your face, whatever. And you know what? It needs to be omitted. And the person that says it needs to be able to say what is exactly on their mind. Use your words. Use your feelings. Tell me what you really want to say. Don't tell me, yeah, whatever, fine. Don't do it. I'm putting my foot down now. I'm not going to accept it. And if you drop that word on me and you turn on your heels and walk away, I'm going to pity you. And I'm going to feel sorry for you. And I'm going to pray for you. Okay. So now you understand why that has no place in my life. It no longer serves me. Okay. What word brings you faith? Now I thought about this one. There are a lot, but I chose the word aspire. Why? Why did I choose aspire? I want to do what God wants me to do here on earth. I aspire to God and His will. And what my job is, I aspire to it. That brings me a smile on my face. I'm in love with these words. I then added a phrase for 2026. Now you could join me in this. This was not discussed, but while I was working on this, it came to me. And I felt like I used this phrase a lot. And I'm going to tell you what the phrase is and why it serves me. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Example. I feel like I'm the duck. Let it roll off your back. Let the water run off. Let it go. It is what it is. Stopping at a red light. It is what it is. The slow car in front of you. It is what it is. Grocery order was not available for pickup. 2-hour delay. Okay. It stinks that I was inconvenient, but it is what it is. I don't even need to know what the reasoning was. I ordered that laptop in the video yesterday. I actually ordered it 2 days ago. I guess they don't have people to deliver. And it was supposed to be here that night. I think it was supposed to be here Tuesday. As of last night, it still wasn't delivered. I canceled the order. I'm going to go pick it up myself. I'm going to go grab it. It is what it is. It did not make or break me. Let it go. It is okay. It is what it is. I hope it's coming through. Do you feel me on this? I can't wait to hear the comment section. I can't wait to see it and hear it. Love, Donna. Now there is another page. And the person that gave me the word is going to say, ooh, that's me. But don't take it negatively, please. Take it as you inspired me to dive deeper, okay? It made me dive deeper and to reflect. Okay. Someone gave me the word. Okay. We gave each other words on the cruise. And it all began because someone said, Donna, can I give you a word? And I said, sure. They gave me the word consistency. Consistent. And I said, okay. And if I'm recalling this scenario, I asked why. And they said because of my sporadic videos. I said, okay. They felt that I needed to be more consistent. And I was like, okay. I took that and I reflected on that since the day it was given to me. When it was told to me, in my head and in my body, I felt offended. I did. That was the feeling I got. And you know who you are. Don't take this the wrong way. Please don't. I'm telling you, I'm grateful that you gave me this word, because I went back and I reflected and I really thought hard on this. So I'm telling you how I felt, and then I'm going to show you how I feel right now. So diving deep, I'm going to tell you this. I looked it up. To stay consistent, let me read you this first. I am choosing words for 2026 to serve as a guide, intention, or mindset for 2026 for myself, right? My goal is to bring focus, clarity, and purpose to my decisions and actions by alignment. I will feel joy, peace with this growth, and I will be disciplined in all areas of my life. May I stay grounded and intentional all year and for the rest of my days. I'm going to hear the noise versus the signal. I am going to shift all things to positivity. I am going to I'm keeping this. I feel the need to reflect, brainstorm, and then anchor it. Anchor it. Then I'm going to apply it. I'm going to apply it. Oof. I'm doing this all so I stay accountable, my friends. Okay. So I'm going to read this. I was given the word consistency. And consistency, I looked up the definition and really what it means. To persist in an action, behavior, or principle over time, even when it is difficult or boring. Focusing on regular effort rather than perfection, and making choices that align with your long-term goals. Okay. So I looked at all this and then I reflected. I really did. So consistency, it's about building habits, right? Habits, showing up regularly, not always perfect. So let me stop and pause there for a second. I felt that I was showing up regularly. Maybe it was not every day, but I was still showing up. Some of these videos were not perfect at all. And I let it go. But then I'm going to tell you that some of you, and I'm not, would call me out on the mistakes or the video quality. just know that sometimes creating that video was a struggle, but I did it. Okay. I think that my consistency definitely was in alignment with my future goals, right? I think I was still achieving lasting results and I was making progress. Okay, so if you looked at the 5K should have been completed this year. You know what? It's not gonna be. And it is what it is. Right? So, did I say consistent in that? No. Heck no. No. Why? Because other things came up in my life. All right. Then, I think that for the most part, I stayed steady. But I was wondering, and you can message me privately, was I not consistent for you? And maybe I asked this to the village. Did you feel like I let you down this year? Just curious. And if so, can you explain to me why? And I'm open. Please drop it in the comment section. But then I'm going to say, your feelings are legit. Please drop them. Go ahead, give them to me. I'd love to hear them, right? But then, how did you show me grace? Because I'm going to go back to when I crumbled this year. I crumbled in May, and I'm going to try not to get ugly face crying, but I crumbled when my dog suddenly died. And some of you that are not dog people might not understand. It's, you know, and I get you, you know what? It's dog, but it was my dog. And then I jumped into a puppy real quick, right? Puppies are babies. And I was consistent in her. I was consistent in her. Then I didn't have a husband for 3 weeks this summer because he went to take care of his dad. And then I took on the burden of repairing our deck. And I did that. And then I was trying to create content. And why am I telling you this? Because by me putting it in a video helps me stay accountable, right? Accountable. And for me to remember where my actions actually went. I was still trying to do the Sunday Night Lives, which are 2 hours of giving you myself wholeheartedly. Do you know what that takes from a person? It could be exhausting because I give you myself. Then I was working on the Donna Powered by Creativity Disney Wish Cruise. Gifts, books, everything that had to be, or that I wanted it to be, had to get organized in some form. I definitely had help from, I'm going to give you guys amazing shout outs. Budget with Mama Bear, Andra, the Traveling and Savings Chief, Laura Bell Creations, Lisa, She Persisted Savings and Budget, and Jason. You all made that happen with me, and I'm so blessed. And I'm thankful to every single one of you that joined me on that. And I believe that it brought us all closer together. So, all right. Let's go back to consistency. I think that I was performing steady, right? I was trying to level out my consistency. And I was trying to deliver. I definitely was. I tried to show up as much as possible. I was doing what needed to be done and getting it done. And I was trying to stay motivated to the best of my ability. Definitely, right? Not only motivated, but I was avoiding obstacles. I was derailed, but I was still maintaining positivity as best I could, right? Habits changed, right? Definitely changed because I was trying to time management based on a puppy. And I'm never throwing this at her. I'm just telling you that she was my priority. She was me and my consistency. Where'd that word go? Okay. My goals shifted. My goals shifted to my household, my family, my dog. My dog, she was number one priority because she was the baby. Right? So, I'm going to have self-compassion in me because I could have really spiraled on that word, right? I could have, but I'm not going to. And I'm going to have self-compassion. I'm going to recognize that I did have setbacks. And it happens, right? We all know it happens. And I'm going to take it that I was not consistent in the everyday of YouTube. And I'm going to forgive myself. Then I'm going to take that word and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to get back on track. And I'm going to give the future me as much kindness and grace as I possibly can. I'm going to do a little bit every day. Because aside from all this, do you know, I have been jonesing to color with my new markers in my notebook, my book, my journaling. I haven't done that. There's so many things I didn't even do or don't do for Donna. And that's where I'm going to come back to this here. I am looking for alignment because of my word balance between John, the boys, family, Bella, hobbies such as coloring, responsibilities because I hold a lot of responsibilities, YouTube, and what Donna wants and needs. Donna could want the littlest thing and she doesn't give it to herself. She'll give that time and effort to everyone else. Again, this is why, and Donna was trying to take on everything. And this is why there is a village council coming into play, because it takes a village, right? So ultimately, for me, consistency is not about being perfect. I never, ever strive to be perfect. I don't. I don't do it in videos. I don't do it in thumbnails. I don't do it in life. It's okay that there is a flaw in things. It is what it is. I'm going to be present, persistent, and I'm going to make small, manageable efforts every day, which will then accumulate into a significant change. This is my promise to you. I love that you made me go deep into this because it was an amazing eye-opening. And this is what I feel. And with all of these words, I feel like they were needed. I want to say thank you for joining me. I hope that you want to do this with us. Also, on the community page is a link. Our villager, Christine, she did a digital survey. Couldn't get that word out. She's going to track all of our words. She's going to track them. And then she's going to make that word search based on our words. That is in the community posts. Please go check them out. I now have to log in, get it, and do my homework on the digital end of it. You know that for me, paper to pen always comes first. I love you all. And for the beautiful lady that gave me that word on the cruise ship, I appreciate you. I love you. And I say thank you to you. See you all in the next one. Bye.